everyone, I'm super excited to make this video for you. I recently had an operative laparoscopy surgery and I found that being super prepared helped to make my recovery go fairly smooth. So the first thing that you want to do prior to your surgery is to get all of your prescription medications. So medications for pain, nausea, and constipation, and even medications to just protect your stomach lining. The next thing would be to do all your grocery shopping and try to prepare a few meals ahead of time. So I had things like soup and broth, juice, jello, I boiled some sweet potatoes, and I had some congee, just keeping things light so that my body didn't have to work so hard for the first few days. The next thing I did was I set up my nest, so where I was going to be sleeping and hanging out. I had a water bottle that had a straw in it, and this just allowed me to have a sip of water without having to get up. So I thought that was really useful. I also had a ton of clean face cloths and even some face wipes because I didn't shower for the first 2 days. So it was just nice to clean off my face and to just kind of towel dry my body. I also did things like have extra pillows lying around so that they could go under my feet and just give me extra support. I also taped my phone charger wire to my nightstand so that, it wouldn't fall over and I wouldn't have to bend over to pick it up. So, doing things like laundry, cleaning the house, so that, everything's just all ready when you come home from surgery. So as for the day of surgery, I found that having a sleep shirt, so mine says Class Rebel on it, really helped. If you don't have a sleep shirt, you can wear a loose pair of pants, or you can also wear a long dress, just anything that doesn't have an elastic around the belly area. During the procedure, you will have your abdomen filled up with gas, so you're not going to want anything that puts pressure on it and also pressure on your incisions. So I got mine from Old Navy and I really liked mine. Other things that I brought the day of the surgery, I brought a pillow for the car ride just to kind of bridge that gap between the seatbelt and my belly. I also had a barf bag because I was nauseous due to the anesthesia. And I also just had a bunch of snacks. So the snacks were for my husband because we were there for, I think, a total of 10 hours. We had 2 hours of prep, and then we had the actual surgery, which was 4 hours, and the rest was just recovering. So just nice that you can just feed the person that's waiting for you. And then for post-surgery, here are a few things to expect. And so the first thing would be you will have a little bit of spotting, so nice to have some pads and some liners handy. You're also going to have a sore throat. And the reason for this is because anytime you go under general anesthesia, they're going to put a breathing tube down your throat, and that's going to make it really sore. So I found that having some peppermint tea along with some honey really helped to kind of soothe things over. And I also had some cough drops and some ginger candy to help me out with that. Now the next thing you're going to notice is that after the surgery, your stomach is going to be super bloated, and that's just from the gas that they fill up your abdomen with. Unfortunately, they can't get everything out, but they definitely do try their best. There's a number of products that you can try to just dispel the gas, but personally, I found just walking around the house and just moving my shoulders around really helped to kind of soothe that gas pain. I mostly felt it in my abdomen and also in my shoulders, and surprisingly my calves, of all places. But massaging the areas also really helped. I found that just having a heating pad really helped. So I have this one here. It had multiple settings. It was super plush, so it was really comfortable, and I just had that going on my back the entire time. I also had these medicated patches. This is a Japanese brand, but some people know this as Salonpa is another brand. And I put these on my shoulders to just kind of get some relief from the tightness from the gas. Another product that a lot of people like is Gas X. I personally didn't find that this really helped me, and I think this helps with the gas trapped in your intestines. And I think that the gas, for the operation, it's actually trapped outside. But I don't think it hurts to have them. I just personally didn't really feel the effects of it. I think walking around really just made the difference for me. The next thing will be your incisions. They are going to sting for the first couple of days, and it's really important that you keep them clean. So I have some Castile soap here. It's a very mild soap, and it's also unscented so that it wouldn't kind of aggravate my wounds. I also have some gauze pads, some tape, and some rubbing alcohol. The gauze pads were used because my belly button kind of oozed out, like a clear liquid afterwards. Totally normal. So I just had put the gauze pad over and just put a piece of tape over to just kind of close it off. You'll also need the gauze pads to just kind of soak up the moisture from your belly button after you shower. The rubbing alcohol pads, I didn't put them on my incisions, but I just kind of cleaned the areas around the incisions just to, keep everything clean. And then now comes my favorite product, and it might surprise you, but these are hospital briefs. They don't look very good, but I personally found these to be super helpful because they were surprisingly comfortable, and they also came up all the way above the belly button so that it didn't really kind of leave any of my wounds exposed. I just really like these, and I ended up finding them on the internet and ordered a whole bunch, but when you're at the hospital, and it's possible that you could ask for just a bunch of these to take home. Really, really like these. And then because you're under general anesthesia, your lung capacity will actually decrease. So you'll find that the first few days you won't be able to take huge, deep breaths, but that's okay. They will give you this as part of your recovery process. This is a spirometer, and what you do is you breathe in this tube, and then eventually you'll be able to kind of get all three of these balls to come up to the top. And this will help expand your lung capacity to what it was prior to surgery. And then the last thing I wanted to show you was this belly band. So I woke up from surgery with this very tight around my belly. I found it helpful for just the car ride home and just, getting up the stairs and getting into bed for the first time, because it helped provide that extra support and kind of just held everything in place for me. However, I found it to be uncomfortable after about the 24-hour mark. So I took it off. It's totally optional to wear this. And that's about it. These are all of the things I purchased ahead of time. I personally didn't feel any pain in my pelvic area. It was really just the gas pain that I found to be really annoying, but like I said, walking around just really helped. My incision stung a bit, and I was nauseous after I came home, but other than that, I was back to normal a week later. So I hoped this video was helpful. I know it was long and super informative, but these things just really helped me just so much, and I'm happy to share them with you. So good luck and have a good one.